It's probably is. It's like their main
That's what I was thinking.
headquarters.
I think it just works at home.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Like, oh.
That's one. It's amazing how many times you hit that. Oh.
Consistently.
What?
Oh, get in there. It worked.
That was
It's so good for those situations. Like if you just want to turn and get a shot off. It went around him. The
Yeah,
ball went around the other side, then I ran
possible
around the other
scenario.
side of him. Oh, man. You didn't want to watch
The
that.
best I've ever seen that move executed.
Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is SILKY here, back with another video for you guys today. And in this video, we're going to be going over this winger player build that I have been using a lot. And I already have posted a winger build video with a lot less skill points before they came out with the big update that added like extra skill points to certain levels. So I'm just kind of giving you guys an updated version of that build, and a little bit has changed on the build. We got some extra perk. We got an extra perk. The height I think is a little bit different, and the skill tree obviously as well. And I believe we are at 75 skill points right now, so we still need 25 more to get to 100. So this will not be a full skill point build, but let's dive straight into this winger build, and I'll show you guys what I have for the height and weight, the perks, and the skill tree. So in my previous winger build video, I was listed as 5'10 and 119 pounds, I believe. In this video, we went a little bit shorter, wanted to try it out, really just because it gives you more agility and balance, and also a little bit of pace, but really the pace wasn't the reason. It was mostly just because you get a little bit more agility and balance, I believe, compared to 5'10. Although you do lose a little bit of height, so you won't be able to win as much headers, but you really aren't going to win that many headers as a winger anyways, because they don't have the craziest physical attributes. So I tested out 5'8 compared to 5'10. There really isn't much difference. It's kind of a preference when it comes to the height. Like if some of y'all wanted to be like a 6'2 winger, you honestly could go for it and still have 90 pace, and you can pretty much have the same thing on the skill tree. You're just not going to have as good of agility and balance as a shorter winger build. So for this build, we are 5'8", 119 pounds, and I am right-footed, and it's really a preference. If you want to be like an inverted winger, like I'm listed as left wing, and I'm righty, so I can cut in on my right and hit a finesse shot, or just cut in and get a shot off. But if you prefer being on the right as a right-footed winger, go for that. It's really up to you which one you prefer. But looking at the perks for this build, we now have 3 perks that we can use since I am level 19. And what I went for, just to really increase the dribbling on this build, because what I was really focusing on was kind of making this like a skiller winger build. I wanted to make the dribbling best as possible for this winger. And then also we wanted to have pretty nice crossing, so I went for the pinpoint cross, which gives you 5-star weak foot, swerve, flare, and early crosser traits when you are crossing the ball. So for me, since I am on the left wing, but I'm right-footed, I can just cross it with my left foot. Even though I have a 3-star weak foot on this build, I can just cross it with the left foot since you have a 5-star weak foot because of this pinpoint cross when you are crossing the ball. Remember that, it's only when you're crossing the ball when you have a 5-star weak foot. So it is very clutch for a winger, especially if you have a bigger target man in the box that you're trying to feed crosses to. It can be very clutch because they are extremely accurate even on your weak foot. And then we went for the skill dribbler because it increases your dribbling and also gives you the flare trait. And then the active first touch. This is really good pretty much for any type of build, especially builds that are trying to run in behind, because it says the boost kicks in even as you're running onto a through pass, not just like as you touch the ball, you get your first touch on the ball. It increases your ball control, acceleration, and sprint speed, and that acceleration and sprint speed kicks in like when you're running onto a through pass. So it's pretty clutch for a winger, especially like when you're midfielders or like your outside back or just trying to hit a through ball down the line, you can get there a little bit quicker. So some other options you could choose for a perk if you don't want one of these 3. Like say you don't want the pinpoint cross, you're not really going to cross it too much, you don't really have a big guy you're going to cross it into a lot, so you don't really want it. Like maybe you could just go for distance shooter, just because you can cut in and get a shot from outside the box, and it doesn't really matter what foot because you have the 5-star weak foot for this, so that could be pretty good, especially since the wingers don't really have the greatest shooting attributes, like base shooting attributes. So distant shooter could help, especially for long shots. Well, only for long shots. And then also you could go maybe for a one-time shot. And we'll give you the power header. You're probably not going to be using that too much since you are 5'8" and a winger. But it'll also give you it'll just increase your finishing on one-time shots, which you could run into that a lot, especially as a winger and getting into the box like back post and stuff like that. So that could be another option. But really, I do think these three are the best, especially that pinpoint cross. I'm a big fan of it. But like I said, if you don't have a big guy in the middle, it might not be as useful. So those are the perks. Let's move on to the skill tree. So starting with this physical page, we have this strength and this stamina. The reason for that is really just to increase the stamina because wingers, or at least this winger build, has a pretty poor base stamina attribute of 68. So what you're going to want to do is just come down to this stamina on the left, and it'll give you +3 stamina and +2 strength because of this one for only 3 skill points total. So it's pretty clutch. You're not really want to go for this one because it's 2 skill points and it only gives you +2 stamina, while this one, you get the strength for 1 skill point and it gives you +2 strength. And this one's also, this stamina is 2 skill points and it'll give you +3 stamina. So it's better to go for this and get 71 stamina instead of 70. And then you also get an increase of strength. So that's why I have that, just to increase stamina, because you could be running back a lot, trying to cover like an outside back or just a winger and trying to help out on defense a bit. And especially since you're going to be making a lot of runs in behind most likely, it's nice to boost the stamina, and I would like to boost it even more because really 71 is not very good. But on to dribbling, we don't have anything on defending. This is where the build gets pretty spicy. We have a lot of skill points on this page, and as you can see, we went for the 5-star skills. This is like a skiller winger build, so we're of course going to go for the 5-star skills. And then what you're going to do is get this 5-star skill and then increase the ball control to get it up to 91 ball control. We decided not to go for the Maestro archetype. I actually tried it and it really did not tell much of a difference from like 99 dribbling compared to 92 and 96 ball control compared to 91. I really could not tell much of a difference, so I took that off. I didn't like it. I feel like I was wasting a lot of skill points. So I just went for this ball control, got it to 91, made it pretty even with the ball control dribbling. And then on this right side, of course, got the 5-star skills. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to get this balance, just click it once, and then you're going to get this agility, which will give you +3 agility, and then you're going to go to the Lynx archetype, and this is what will give you a lot of agility and balance, +6 and +5, and it'll make you very elusive and shifty as a winger, and you can pretty much beat anyone one-on-one unless they body you because you are pretty weak. That's like the one downside to a winger build, but we kind of have to deal with that. So very, very silky build with good ball control and dribbling over 90, and then 91 agility and 83 balance. And if you want to go taller, just keep in mind that the agility and balance will probably not be as good. Actually, they definitely won't be as good. Like as a 5'10" winger, I think it was like 89 agility or something like that. And I really just wanted to hit that 90+ agility and see how silky this build actually is. So that's what the main reason why I went for 5'8". And then now on to passing. We only have one thing on this passing page. I think it was just like one extra skill point that we had left over, and we kind of just had to put it on this short passing. There was really nothing else to put it on other than like penalties or free kicks maybe. So we just went to increase the short passing to 84. And then we have 82 crossing, 76 vision, 72 long passing, and 79 curve. The base passing attributes are honestly pretty decent for a winger. I think, honestly, the taller you go as a winger, maybe the passing is better, or at least the vision. I could be wrong on that. I'm not too sure. If any of y'all know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is all we have on this page. And remember, we do have that pinpoint crosser. So if you are using that, it'll increase the crossing even more. So that's pretty helpful. So it's actually even better than 82. And then that's it for this passing page. Let's move on to shooting, where we don't have much skill points here either, just because most of it was on dribbling, because I'm really focusing on increasing the dribbling on this winger build. So we only have this finishing right here to get us a 72 finishing, and then this long shots right here, long shot and shot power, which will give us +2 long shots and +2 shot power and +5 long shots, and that'll get us a 64 shot power and 76 long shots. But if I had max skill points, if I was level 25, what I would honestly do is try and increase the shot power, long shots, and finishing as much as I can with those extra skill points, and then probably use the rest of the skill points maybe to increase the stamina if it's even possible. I'm not too sure, but really focusing on just increasing the shooting and finishing and making the winger shooting attributes actually pretty respectable and pretty decent, honestly, and usable. Because right now they're not very good, but once it is a max level build and I have max skill points, I think we can add these extra skill points to finishing and get it up quite a bit. We might even honestly be able to get the finisher archetype as well, which would be really nice, and it would get a plus 11 finishing, plus 5 shot power, plus 6 long shots, and plus 9 volleys. And that's going to wrap up this shooting page. We can hop on over to pace, and remember, I didn't go for any weak foot, so also, like, if you had those extra skill points, it would be quite nice to actually increase it to at least a 4-star weak foot. That would be pretty nice. Also, with those extra skill points, get the 4-star weak foot and increase the finishing, and maybe get the finisher archetype if it's possible. And now on to pace, where we have the full pace upgrade as a 5'8", 119-pound winger, and you're actually pretty rapid with 94 acceleration and 93 sprint speed. And we do have that active first touch, so when you're running onto through balls, you're even faster. Your acceleration and your sprint speed are improved, so that's a bonus. So if you have people putting in through balls over the top or just wide through balls on the ground to you, you should be able to pretty much outrun anyone. So that's about it for this build, guys. Got the max pace, got a crazy dribbling, pretty good passing attributes, and we got that pinpoint crosser on, and then really want to increase that shooting once we have more skill points. So let me know if you do try this build, how it goes on for you. Try and skill people, try and beat people one-on-one and test out that dribbling and see how it goes and that pace, and let me know in the comments. I would love to hear that. And also, if you could hit that like button on this video for me and hit that subscribe button on my channel, I would greatly appreciate that. We're really close to 2,000 subscribers, and that'll be a nice milestone to hit for my channel, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.